Messages is the app that you use on an iPhone to send text messages and multimedia messages, that's SMS and MMS, to non-iOS devices. It's also the app you use to send iMessages to iOS devices. iMessages are like text or multimedia messages in that they can contain text, photos, and video. However, they're sent over the data network or Wi-Fi network instead of the cell network and don't require a text messaging plan. iMessages can also be sent to a non-cellular device such as an iPod Touch or a Wi-Fi only iPad. When you first launch Messages, you'll see a blank column on the left that will eventually contain all of your conversations, and this field on the right that contains the currently selected conversation. To start a new conversation, tap on the To field at the top of the screen, and then enter a name from your contact list. I'm going to go ahead and type in my own name here, and in just a moment we'll see 3 different addresses for this contact. As you can see, there's a phone number, an email address, and a Facebook address. However, you'll notice that only one of these has a blue bubble next to it. That blue bubble is the iMessage bubble, telling me that that is an iMessage registered address, so I can send a message to them over iMessages. If we were on an iPhone right now, I could send a message as a regular SMS using just the phone number. However, since I'm on an iOS device and I'm sending this to someone on an iOS device, I can send them a free message using the email address that's associated with iMessage. By the way, if you select an address that is not associated, you'll see it's highlighted in red, telling you that you cannot send a message to that address. If you tap on it, it'll even tell you exactly what the message is. From here, you can choose to remove the address, or you'll see it even says use the registered address. So I'll go ahead and tap on that, and it switches over to the proper registered iMessage address. Now I'm ready to send a message. Simply tap in the text field at the bottom and type whatever you're going to say. We'll just say hello. And then as soon as I type something in, you see on the right the blue button lights up and says send. I can tap that to send my message. Notice the blue bubble at the top where it says hello, and underneath that it now says delivered. I now know that that message has been delivered to another iOS user. Depending on the settings of the recipient's iOS device, they may have send read receipts enabled, which means as soon as they read my message, I'll be able to see that up here. There you can see that it just switched to read and telling me what time the message was read. To include a picture in your message, tap on the camera icon to the left of the blinking cursor. You'll be presented with a dialog offering to take a photo or video using the built-in camera on your device, or to choose an existing photo or video from your library. If you tap on that, you'll be able to go through your library, pick whichever picture you want, and then tap Use, and that will add that photo to the message. You can continue to type in here, add more photos or more video as you see fit. Once you're done, simply tap on Send, and the message will be sent. If you ever want to hide the keyboard, tap on the lower right corner where you see the keyboard icon with the downward arrow, and that will hide the keyboard from view. Up in the top left corner of the Messages interface, you'll see an Edit button. If you tap on that, you can delete an entire conversation by tapping the minus key and then tapping Delete. Or, you can also simply swipe your finger from left to right across a conversation, and that will also bring up the Delete dialog. Tap anywhere to dismiss it. Just underneath the Edit button, you'll see the Search field. This allows you to search through your entire messages, not just for who they were sent to, but also based off of any of the content in the messages. This can make it very handy to find a conversation that you're looking for. Just above and to the right of the search field is the New Message icon. Tap on that and it will create a new conversation. To cancel that, on the very top right corner, tap Cancel to exit out of that. Staying in the top right corner, you'll see there's 2 more icons. There's the Person icon, and if you tap that, it tells you who this message is being sent to, and it'll tell you exactly which address it was sent to of their contacts. As you can see here, I have the full listing for this contact in my address book, and highlighted in blue is the email address that I'm using for this conversation. Just to the left of that is the box with the curved arrow. That's the Share icon. If you tap that, you have a couple of options here. First, you'll see that every item in this conversation has an individual little box next to it that you can tap to select. Just tap the item and it selects it with the checkbox. Once it's been checked, down at the bottom you'll see you have 2 more options. You can choose to delete those items, so this allows you to individually delete lines of text or pictures or video from your conversations, or to the right you can choose Forward. If you forward this, you can type in a new contact to send this information to. Again, to exit out of here, tap Cancel in the top right corner.